This is 3FM.
I've always had a keen interest in politics, both local, national and international. I was on the Board of Commissioners in Laxey for 10 years or so, 1992 to 2002, during which time I was chairman on 3 occasions. So obviously that proves that you get the support of your peers, as it were, and the board members. And I also ran in the Garff by-election in 21 years ago, 1995, against Steve Roden, and obviously I was unsuccessful on that occasion. But I've always supported Steve, and recognised that now, following his election to president of Tynwald, that I've got plenty to offer. I'm still very keen on the constituency. I do a lot of work throughout the constituency, so I believe that I'm a true constituency man, and I believe I've got a lot to offer the new government in the difficult times in which we find ourselves. The new administration is going to pick up major issues on the financial situation. There are many views out there. City members will know far more than new members looking to take a seat. But I think we need to grapple with those. We've got to actually, before we do anything, we've got to take stock and say, well, let's see exactly where we are with the finances, the projects that are in hand, and then actually have a consensus of opinion as to what then we need to do vis-a-vis any ongoing projects, or if we need to put a hold on them as a consequence of more important issues. So it's a balancing act, just as like any sensible household or business. You need to run your finances within a budget and be very strict on that. I think the biggest challenges facing the Garff as a whole is that, like many other constituencies, a lot of the people feel disenchanted with politics, so that they believe that the member or the government in general is not really representing their interests. They don't believe that there is enough two-way consultation, and on the ground, I think the biggest challenges really are the flooding that we've recently experienced, because obviously and that's throughout the whole of Garff. We're not, that even the new parts, we're talking from Whitebridge through Liverpool Arms, through Baldrine, to Pinfold Hill, Laxey, Baldoon, Ballarrock, Hibernia, all over the place. So it is a constituency-wide issue, and I think that's as a consequence of, obviously, people talk about changing weather patterns, but we have to be more realistic than that. And for people like myself that are very active within the constituency, then you see there's definitely been neglect in watercourses, riverways, drainage, those types of things. So it is common sense, as you would with your own house, again making this analogy, you maintain things. If you don't clear your gutters out, then you end up with water spilling out all over the house. And it's exactly the same with rivers. If you don't clear the natural waterways that take away the surface water, then you end up with this problem that many people had real issues in December last year. If you think of Garff now, you've got at least 95% of the Manx Electric Railway track within Garff. So Garff is an integral part of the island's tourist as a whole. Every coach party that arrives wants to visit the Laxey Wheel, great, Lady Isabella. We have the Snaefell Wheel, Lady Evelyn. We've got the beautiful glens, many, Groudle Glen, Ballaglass, Doon, Laxey Valley Gardens. You've got the Snaefell Mountain Railway. So you talk of tourism, and these people come for this heritage tourism, but they also come to see beautiful scenic views which they can see from the Manx Electric Railway all the way through Garff. So Garff is a critical for the island's tourism.
More music for the Isle of Man.
3FM.